warning before you listen. This epic is not for children, nor for the faint of heart. We retell the ancient Greek myths as they were born, unfiltered, unsoftened. Scenes of violence, curses, betrayals, and a hunger for power that shows no mercy. Given the many conflicting versions of the Titan War, the events have been rebuilt to complete the missing pieces. Here, we tell the myth as it was meant to be told. Sources and references are listed in the episode description.
Chapter 87. Lightning Unchained. The Thunderbolt of Zeus versus the Son of Hyperion. When thunder rises from disgrace and leads the skies to vengeance. The light did not come from the sun, nor from stars, but from an ancient wound, a gash in the sky's own chest that tore itself open and screamed. The sky changed color, as if it remembered the moment Zeus fell and hated itself for watching. The clouds cracked, the wind bent back, and then it fell, not a god, not a man, but something else, lightning. Yes, it was Zeus, but not as they knew him. No throne, no army, no divine entourage. He came alone, as if all things around him were accessories that no longer mattered. Behind him, clouds were torn to pieces. Thunder curled around his form like royal guards around a furious king. He hadn't even spoken, and yet the wind had already bowed. One of Hyperion's soldiers gasped, "Is that Zeus?" Another trembled. "Whatever that is, we shouldn't stare too long." But the third whispered, shaking as if choking on his own soul, "That's not Zeus. That's the day the heavens deny their maker." Then came Hyperion, hair blazing like a bleeding sun, his hands glowing like the end of all light. He smirked, but his lips trembled, and even the wind caught it. "So, you've come to be defeated again?" he taunted. "Or has your brother stopped showing up to save you?" Zeus said nothing. He only looked, but that look was enough to make the clouds recoil, as though the sky itself feared the gaze of its god. He stepped closer, and his voice, not angry, but addicted to retribution, said, "Hades saved me once, but today I need no savior. I decide who's worth saving." He raised his arm, but the bolt didn't fly from his hand. It had already left his eyes. Yes, Zeus no longer carries the lightning. He is the lightning. The thunder of Zeus, lightning that sees before it strikes, no longer a flash that waits for fury, but a living force pulsing with sentience. When he's angry, the skies roar without clouds. When he's silent, mountains kneel for his voice. Hyperion opened his hands to the sun. "Then come," he said. "Let's see if your bolt lights up its own grave before it's buried." Zeus stepped forward, planting his feet in mid-air, as though the sky had become soil where the end could be sown. And then he spoke. "Last time, you watched me fall. This time, you'll witness the one who taught falling how to rise." A battalion approached, swords gleamed, their voices roared, but Zeus did not move. He breathed, and with each breath, a dozen warriors fell. Thunder without sound, fireless burn. It was as if rage had chosen a face and picked his. One soldier screamed, "He's not hitting us, he's unmaking us." Another erupted mid-sentence, "Even our voices won't leave our mouths." Hyperion shrieked, sunlight shattering in his eyes. "Stop this madness, you cave-born shadow. If you're a god, then face a god. Don't drown soldiers from the sky while you dodge my flame." Zeus replied, and each word struck like a vow,
etched in storm. These are not your soldiers. They are ash, reshaped to delay your collapse. And if you want battle, then meet me in the heart of your sun, so I may show you how light burns when it faces lightning. And then Zeus stepped. Just one step, but it shattered the sky, split the clouds, and tore the horizon. The fight hadn't begun, but war itself began to tremble. And so, the question was no longer, who will win? But rather, how much time does light need to bury a sun that never learned how to die? This chapter of the epic has come to an end, but remember, what you've just heard is not a record of facts, but the echo of a myth, a story born from the imagination of the ancients, etched into the long memory of humankind. If this tale stirred something in you, if it opened a door to reflection or wonder, don't forget to support the channel and share the journey with those you love. And in the comments, tell us, which moment in this chapter struck you the most and why? We'll meet again in the next chapter of this audio odyssey through time. Until then, farewell.